We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez,
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes,
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman,
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris,
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
and our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024, and this is episode number 665. Nailed it again! Of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Big fan of Monk.
Yeah, Kelly Harris.
Sometimes on Tuesdays, I'm sorting out all my little guys, and I start to think maybe I have a problem.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
Welcome to January, everybody. I think this year's going to be great, don't you?
What do you mean January? January 6th?
It's been a hell of a week, y'all. It's been a hell of a week. Like, I've never. This was the first week I remember actively wishing I was stupid. Like if I was a dumb shit,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't care. You know, it's like, oh, this, like ignorant is bliss. You know, like it's a real shame I read stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta stop looking at that. You gotta stop looking at your Google feed.
Yeah,
it gives you nothing but nightmares.
that's the thing. Sometimes being informed is terrifying.
Not anymore. I mean, I thought you were gonna say being informed is good, and I was gonna say not anymore.
Nope.
Still got it in there, though.
Yeah. I think it was yesterday. Might have been Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. Sunday, Nicole kind of walked in and caught me in a bit of a spiral, and that was before yesterday happened. And she was like, "Dude, I'm gonna need you to stop." I'm like, "I'm trying to stop."
You were like, I'm going to need them to stop.
Yeah.
You know, there was a day earlier this week where at least 2 or 3 times Mary stopped and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because apparently I was just like scrolling through my phone just looking fucking mad. And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm just vibing out." Vibing out to the fall of the United States of America.
Just a near palpable existential dread. Pretty wild. Wild times, y'all. Wild times.
It's been coming.
Yeah, you know.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Everybody sucks and everything fucks.
Smash Mouth tried to warn us.
They did, yeah.
We
None of
mocked
us
them. We
listened.
mocked him to his face, and look what happened.
Oh,
Look what happened.
save us, Steve Smash Mouth.
He can't. He's dead.
Oh, no.
And you killed him.
No.
They name dropped Smash Mouth at the inauguration on The Boys this season.
Aw.
So fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Homelander was like, "I don't want to miss Smash Mouth."
Oh, that is such a Homelander thing to say. Yuck.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. That show's incredible, you guys. Like,
Yeah, we need to get on the new season.
Yeah, I haven't started the new season yet, but I am very excited to do it.
it is so weird being able to discuss The Boys with my friend Tab, who has like read 4 comic books their whole life, doesn't know shit about this. Like the fact that Homelander is kind of a household name is batshit crazy.
Right.
Like the comic that DC published 6 issues of and said, "Oh, dear God, we can't do this anymore."
What's wilder, that Homelander's a household name, or that Homelander's a household name and people think he's the good guy?
Talk about dumb
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Goddamn. Yeah, just fucking wild.
Maybe they
Boys
should
is really
read.
good. Is the point? Yeah, they should probably read.
I wonder who those people think the bad guy of the show is.
Huey.
You know, you're like, yeah, like, is it Huey? Is it
It's
like
Gus Fring.
Leslie or Amanda or whatever her name is? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
like-
okay, never mind. It's Homelander's ex-wife, or the girl that he knocked up with the baby. That's clearly who they think the villain is.
yeah.
What was
There
I
are
thinking?
There's some tremendous characters in the new season that lean into a lot of what you're talking about, and it's fucking wonderful. It's so good. It's so good. So good, and like finally so on the nose that even they got it. It's tremendous. Great writing. So, yeah. Sorry, I gotta shake the dread off. It's gonna be fine.
Well,
It'll be
you
fine.
know, I saw a tweet going around recently that was like, "Man, if Superman was real, he wouldn't let any of this shit go on." And now I'm thinking, man, if Homelander were real, he would solve this in an instant.
Yeah. He'd be like, fucking enough.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough.
Wait,
So-
so is he the good guy?
No, but
He'd
sometimes
solve it. But,
yeah,
you know.
sometimes you don't need a good guy. Sometimes you don't need Grandpa Joe in the White House saying, "No, I'm not gonna do anything with these new powers." It's
That's
time
the
for my
dumbest shit I
nap.
ever heard.
The man said, basically said, paraphrasing, now the president can do basically anything he wants to do with impunity.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, I'm not going to do anything.
Not this guy.
Now is your time to call in SEAL Team 6,
Yeah.
eliminate all of your enemies, and be like, "Oh, I don't know. I thought I was okay."
We
Yeah.
all knew it was coming to the point where he didn't even need to say it, but he still did.
Yeah. Now he's saying it so obviously not on the nose that even they're going to get it now. They're like, oh, fuck. He's not really not going to do anything. Yet. Oh, what a time.
Go eat some ice cream, you old bitch.
So,
I know that
Oh,
Twitter
okay.
isn't indicative of the world, but at some point today, my entire feed switched to K-Hive. Like, we are going Kamala Harris 100%. And it seemed like I had to look to see if there was a piece of news like that Joe Biden dropped dead or something, because it seemed like so many people were behind Kamala now.
And she sucks ass too.
Hey.
You sent me the first thing about that. That was the first I heard of it. I was like, "What the fuck is K-Hive?"
yeah, you just
I
said
had
it. I'm
to,
like,
like,
what?
I had to really dig in to figure out what that meant. Which
Sorry.
is because usually our internet is exactly the same.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were as online as I am. I guess not.
It
Nice
was
with
a
his
rare
finger on the
exception.
pulse, and Mahoney's is up his ass.
Just lagging behind.
I was like, "This is not Chaperone."
So, so
This is not Toblerone.
from the macro
This
darkness
is not my beautiful chocolate.
to the very micro darkness, we took Jax to see his first concert last week. We went to see the Kid Leroy in Nashville, who I know because he was in the Fortnites.
Yeah.
That's how I know things, because I'm an out of touch old white dude now.
Yep.
But
We
Jax
all
is fucking stoked.
we all know that 10 seconds of that one Kid Leroy song because it's an emote
Yep.
in Fortnite.
We damn sure
When
do.
he floats upside down in the Fortnite lobby.
Yep. So go to see that. Jask got to experience the opening act, which was kind of fantastic because nobody gives a fuck about the opening act. He's like, what? We didn't come here with this fucking guy. But the way the next generation, the way the youths handle like ticketed seating is fucking bonkers. Because this was a very look, you can look around and see a handful of people in our age bracket. It was a very young show. I felt very out of touch and old and white at this fucking show, right? Very out of touch. Very old. But nothing more than when I'm trying to find my seat and I'm pretty sure I got it, but there's asses in it. That doesn't make any sense, right? So I go around, so I go look around a little bit more. I'm like, no, this has got to be it. And then I go down and I'm like, hey man, these are our seats. And they just don't say anything. They just get up and walk away. There's not even any confrontation, right? They just kind of get up and fuck off. And I was like, that's okay. That's weird. And we sit down. And so, we get 3 seats, and the girl that's sitting next to Nicole goes, what are you doing? Our friends are sitting there. And Nicole's like, this is the seat that I bought. I bought this. And she goes, well, they changed seats. She's like, no, I promise you they didn't. This is where we're going to sit now. And she turns and looks at her friend like, can you believe what she just made her do? Like, what are you talking about? And the people behind us got up to go grab a drink or something. It actually was another parent or kids or whatever. And it's like all the savages that bought floor seats don't understand that you have to get a seat, They got up and walked away for 5 minutes. The minute they got up, a couple of little fucking vultures just sat down cool, nice spot.
They think it's school lunch table rules.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Absolutely
Which is wild because even movie theaters have assigned seats nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids go to movies. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But it was real strange. They didn't give a fuck about nothing. Yeah. Oh, we'll watch a lot of Minions. The Despicable Me 4 comes out tomorrow, I think, and turns out Jackson never seen 1 or 2, so we watched a couple of those last night. They're not bad, man. Those Despicable Me movies are kind of fun. Although watching the second one, the Despicable Me, wow, that's a hard word to say. Despicable Me movie.
No, you're saying it great. Say it a bunch.
No, I had a Biden moment. That was
I
really
thought
sad.
you said a slur.
Tell us what you think Lee said.
Something wood.
What?
Would.
Wood was the other part that he added to it. It was it starts with an S and ends in
Hang
a
on, I'm
C.
trying to figure out what kind of slur has wood in it.
So blank
No.
wood?
The wood was added to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the slur starts with an S and ends with a C.
Oh, maybe. Okay, whatever.
Well,
Blank
I
wood.
mean, that word
Yeah.
is in Despicable Me.
That's
Yeah.
true. Maybe that's it. Okay, there we go. We got it now.
All right.
But
Cheech,
watching
we
the
need
second one.
Cheech, we need a Minions parody movie.
Oh my god.
You come up with the name. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. But the second movie, it's like if you had the script in front of you, you'd be reading 8 pages of script, and then it would just say some Minion bullshit. And then you'd read 8 pages of script and it'd go, here's some more Minion bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the Minion bullshit is just the connective tissue, almost like the chorus between scenes in that movie.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny. They figured it out. They figured out a good way to use them, I think. And then they get all coked out and purple at the end, and they're fucking hilarious. They shoot him up with some kind of indestructo serum or whatever. Benjamin Bratt tries to steal the Minions for himself, so they're
Benjamin
all fucking
Button?
whacked out. Benjamin Bratt, from
Benjamin Bratt is
Congeniality.
Benjamin Button's. What the fuck? What are his BDSM name?
Children. Oh.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Look it
I
up.
know.
Google it.
Yeah, no, I know what he's talking about.
It's real.
I'm not sure. I even know what the hell you're trying
Google
to say.
it.
He's not even sure what you're trying to tell him to Google.
Google Benjamin Bratt. Sex.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
go.
I'll get on that one right after the show. Fucking stupid.
Do it on your work PC.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, that's That's how science works. Google it in the worst possible spot. You'll figure it out.
Oh, Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, that guy. He plays former villain El Macho. Very big deal. We also went to see the new Quiet Place, and it's pretty good. Quiet Place is all right. The movie is basically one woman's quest for pizza, and I'm kind of into that. You know, it's pretty cool.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, very relatable. Like, she has terminal something or other. Like, she's actively dying when the movie begins. And so, like, the world goes to shit, and she's like, fuck this. I'm going to go get a slice of pizza at my spot before I die. And she fucking does that. It's pretty rad. It's very
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty rad movie. Wonderful performances. But I got to tell you, like, living in the Quiet Place, like not being eaten by the aliens, it's really not worth it. Like, can you imagine?
I would just
You can't even fucking sneeze.
Yeah,
I would live my life until they ate me.
Yeah, you're one loud shit away from just dying at any moment. Like it's just, there's it more than any other kind of wild sci-fi scenario. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna throw the towel in literally immediately. There's no way I'm even
live
gonna
your
give this
life
half a fucking
until
shot.
they eat you. I would literally just go outside and be like, "Hello."
Yeah, like no, thank you. Not worth it at all. Not even a little bit. But otherwise, it's been chill. We've took a little staycation break this year like we did last year. It's wonderful. I cannot recommend just taking a few days off and hanging out at your fucking house enough. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best.
10 would recommend. It's been building models and reading and watching shit with the fam. Nicole and I started watching Bear today. And man, the Bear gives me the same kind of anxiety that watching Uncut Gems did. It's just so fucking chaotic. It's like, good God, everybody just calm down. It's just sandwiches. Freaking out, Benny Gesserit.
How is beloved FX the Bear character Benny Gesserit?
It is very good, actually. The show is legit. It's very, very good. I'm a big fan of that actor. I liked him in Shameless for years. He's really, really good. But I gotta tell you, the Benny Gesserit of it all, like, imprinted on my brain so hard that well into the first episode that I had to realize that his name wasn't Benny. Like, they would be talking to him, I'm like, who the fuck is it? Oh, that's right. He's not. Fuck, goddamn, he's not Benny Gesserit. That's the Dune guy. Shit. Like, I Mandela affected myself by talking to you.
And Benny Gesserit isn't even a Dune guy. It's a Dune gal, I believe.
Wait till you find out he's not even a real person.
Yeah, it's like an order of female priests, kind of like nuns, like space nuns.
I hate when I summon the Benny Gesserit.
You see him walking down the street. I'm like, no, don't come to my house. Benny Gesserit. Fantastic.
Oh, the Gesserits are outside again.
Son of a bitch.
They're like, Kelly, we want to talk to you.
No, not today, Bennies.
What you got going on,
guys?
guys?
Want a sandwich?
Not much. I mean, Forbidden Door was on Sunday, and that was a really fun time. And boy, oh boy, they started wrestling at 6:30 and didn't stop until 12.
Ugh.
They had so many matches that weren't even on the card hours before then.
Yeah, like even the pre-show was stacked.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there were 3 matches on the pre-show that I had no idea were happening.
No, none.
But everybody gets a pay-per-view check, I guess. Good for them. To the point where they were wrestling in front of empty seats.
Yeah, they weren't getting people in there real quick.
I feel like that is a AEW problem, where they're not opening doors soon enough before the show starts. Especially with a pay-per-view and a pre-show.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want anybody wrestling to nobody.
Or you do. I mean, like, that's sort of a thing that they do with, like, if you watch a boxing pay-per-view or UFC or something like that, like, they do the prelims well before our butts start getting put in seats. So maybe they're trying to kind of mirror that action, maybe? I don't know.
get people to sit down sooner. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I'll let Kelly run through the high points, but that's about it for me.
Man, that's nice.
I have a lot going on, but none of it that I'm going to say on this fucking podcast.
Not
Keep
yet.
that shit a secret.
Do you think we might be talking about you? Do you think we might be, I don't know. We'll see. So, Kelly, what's going on? You sit in that one. You fucking sit in that and you stew in it? Not you, Kelly.
I'm sitting in it.
Oh, they're sitting and
Ew,
stewing in
Kelly.
something.
I pooped my pants and I'm sitting in it. All right. So yeah, I haven't been doing much besides I watched some wrestling on Sunday night. Yeah. Forgot what day of the week that was. That was Sunday. But yeah, Forbidden Door was a good time. Like you said, the pre-show was pretty stacked. Looking at now 5 matches. That's insane.
Yeah, that
And,
one.
like, you know, a couple of them, like, really, really legit. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
the
do-
main event of the pre-show, the Mystico and Lucha Brothers versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, was kind of nuts.
Yeah. And, like, that match was announced Saturday, I think.
Yeah. Putting Mystico on the pre-show. That's wild.
I think it's interesting because of the concept of it. It's multiple companies coming together and having interpromotional matches. That a lot of time you look at a card and you're like, oh, I don't know if New Japan or CMLL are going to win a single fucking match out of all of these.
Yeah.
And then you've got a match like the 6-man with the New Japan guys and the CMLL guys. Or no, it was the New Japan guys and then Lucha Bros and Mystico.
Yeah.
And then they had Mystico pin a New Japan guy, so it wasn't an AEW guy pinning. And then it was the tag team match between Willow, Tam Nakano, and Chris Statlander, and who was her partner?
Momo Watanabe.
Yeah, so the 2 Stardom wrestlers pinned each other.
Yep.
So they took
Yeah,
the win
I
and
figured
the loss.
Momo was there to take the pin. But that was a good match. I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
You know what was... Obviously, the main event was fucking great. But
Hell yeah.
my favorite match, just because... And Jose was here. I got to introduce him to Hechicero.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Fucking love that guy so much.
That dude's so good. He's
so
a
good.
weird little freak in the best way possible.
A weird little freak that just scratches my itch, man. Everything is so perfect about him.
Yep.
The fucking name, his music, his fucking conjuring spirits emo.
Yeah, his little orb dance.
Yes. His weird ass move set, which isn't even really a move set.
His crazy fucking high knee that looks like it's gonna take someone's head off every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, like, he does crazy shit that I've never seen before. And that weird, not really a moveset. So I don't know how you even walk into trying to wrestle Hechicero without, you don't know what the fuck's gonna
Right.
happen or what you're supposed to do, you know? You gotta just trust the process,
And he
I
has
guess.
Yeah.
such an interesting body type for a luchador, too.
Got the
Ultimate male
big
specimen.
barrel chest, got some sweet titties.
With the S&M straps going on.
Yep.
I
feel like
saw-
when you wrestle Hechicero, you just tell him, move me around the way you need me to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
You lead, I'll follow.
I saw a lot of discussion today on Twitter about, oh, AEW needs to sign, Mina. AEW needs to sign Hechicero. AEW needs to sign Stephanie Vaquer, all these super over wrestlers. And it's like, but then you're just defeating the point of the Forbidden Door where you can have
Right.
these crossovers. If you're just going to sign everybody, then why are you even doing this? And you know what? AEW's got such a stacked roster that I'll look forward to the month every year that Hechicero pops up.
Yeah,
It switches it up a little bit, you know?
exactly.
Every day can't be Christmas, or else it's not special, dog.
Right.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I do feel like Stephanie Vaquer really outshadowed Monet in that match.
Dude, I had honestly never seen her before. Like that match, the tune-up match you had.
Yeah,
Fucking legit, dude.
she's great.
Like, really good.
Oh, against Lady Frost. Lady Frost
Yes,
is
that
such
match
a
rocked.
gamer. Who shared it in the Mahoney Mania thread? The story about Kelly, you shared it about how Osprey pushed for Swerve to win.
Yeah,
There is also a story that Mercedes pushed for Stephanie Vaquer to, have big moments and get, she didn't say she could beat me,
yeah.
but still pushed for big moments for her to get her over.
That's the difference with old Bruv there. He'll let anyone beat it. Like I think that's why Tony won't let him work indies, because he's afraid of the 3 a.m. phone call where it's like, "Yo, bruv, you got to see this guy Liam Beans in toast. You gotta let me put him over."
Liam Beans.
He's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm wrestling for 7 people."
Yeah, he's gonna go lay down for the soft ground Uganda guys.
Yeah.
Which those guys got a TV deal, so it's all downhill from here. You could have just stayed independent and monetized that somehow, but it's all over now.
Yeah.
You're gonna let television executives get involved with this?
No.
R.I.P. Soft ground wrestling.
Fuck. Okay, that's insane. Everything you just said doesn't make any sense.
Have you haven't seen any of the soft ground wrestling in Uganda?
No, I think I have, but I didn't know that there was like a TV deal and shit like that. None of that makes any sense.
They
That's
just
bananas.
they just announced it today that it was a TV deal in Uganda. They're not going to be on TBS.
Yeah.
Well, no, but still, that's fucking ridiculous. This dude's fighting in a hole.
They don't. What else? You make lemonade out of lemons, Lee.
I guess so. I guess.
What do you do with your lemons?
That was so accusatory.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your fucking lemons, alright?
Yeah, now I'm looking at the card now, and I forgot how early on in the show, we had Danielson versus Shingo. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately followed that up with Tony Storm versus Mina, which was really good too. And
Oh, yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy, which was awesome.
Hell yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big ZSJ fan, but that match rocked. That was a very good match.
Last week or the week before, Sabre Jr. had a match with Hechicero and CMLL that I need to hunt down because I've heard it's incredible.
Send me a link. Holy shit.
I will once I see it.
Mark Davis better come back pretty soon, or else I got a new boyfriend, Hechicero.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Mark Davis. Apparently he had some family health issues, so that's why he's been gone so long.
Mm.
Oh, that sucks. So he
Yeah.
gets better and somebody else gets sick. That sucks.
Yeah.
Bless him. Bless his heart.
And that big
That
old
that
Did
MJF
he still
Roosh
have
match
that
was a big
haircut?
fucking nothing burger.
yeah.
Mark Davis. He's still got that weird ass haircut.
Probably.
Probably. Probably yes.
Odds are good.
Tito's gonna really like that one.
Are you talking about a former NBA player, Mark Davis?
No, close, but no,
A Mets player?
no,
Damn it.
Yankees?
nope.
Baseball.
Colder.
Football.
Oh, getting warmer.
Giants.
Patriots.
I don't think he's a Giant. No. He was probably a January 6th.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Kelly, did you hear that Aaron Rodgers missed a mandatory team training, camp where you all go to learn how to play with each other, because he wanted to go to Europe and get high?
Oh my god.
That sounds about right. Man, all he had to do was retire.
This guy went
Yep.
from being like an elite quarterback to being your fucking friend who loves to do drugs.
He's Jose now.
Like I can't do that, guys. I'm going to Europe to do drugs.
What the fuck, man?
You never expect like a millionaire NFL football player to take that route. That really
You
into
could
drugs
tell it
guy
wasn't
route.
good because people were like, "Hey, New York Jets, where is Aaron Rodgers?" And they were like, "You can go ahead
No
and ask
comment.
him that. We aren't going to tell you that." Like
Insane.
they were like, "We're not dealing with the headache of having to be the fucking spokesperson of, oh well, you see, he went to Europe for a spiritual get high celebration."
One of these times he's going to take a drug and it's going to make him stop being an asshole. That's the crazy part. He's taking more drugs and becoming more of an asshole.
Hey, some people got bad wiring, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Might as well try crack. Oh yeah, he did crack in like a or a sensory deprivation hut, or was
What?
that the
That
peyote?
seems like the worst possible place to do crack. Not that I'm an expert.
God.
He did some sensory deprivation like camping trip where he was stuck in a hut with no windows and no doors for like a week. And
Why would you do crack and then
The
be in a
fuck?
place where you have to
he was
think
doing
about it?
some sort of drug along with it, and I'm not saying it was crack, but it was probably crack.
Jesus Christ. That seems ill-advised.
NFL's like, what color is he? Oh, he's white? Never
You
mind.
punch anybody in an elevator? He's all right.
Fucking wild. Absolutely wild.
Lee, speaking of, are you ready for the Pop Fantasy Football Draft next week? You're
No.
you're the third seed.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thrilled. Me and the boys are really gonna go at it this year. We're gonna give it 110%. We're gonna do all the returns, and we're gonna really go for it out there. We're gonna fucking lay it on the field. We're gonna put all the field out there. We're gonna make sure everybody. It's all about having heart. You gotta make sure you got heart. I might be the biggest dog in the fight. We got the biggest fight in the dog. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go out there. We're gonna really put down there and gonna bring home all them W's, boys. All right, let's go fucking football.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
that is smart that you make sure all your guys file their tax returns.
This is terrifying. I don't want to go up against Lee. My God, he has the best game plan of anybody.
You got to keep that winning streak going, Lee, because you've been doing great in our fantasy WNBA league that is
Yeah,
nearing the
gotta go.
championship right now.
Yeah, you gotta go fucking make sure you get them W's.
Didn't those broads almost get into a fight?
All the time, broads getting into fights.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that fucking we take care of Lacey Bassenhoffen.
Yes.
Put her up there in the front.
Is passing?
Yeah, fucking power forward. Power forward. There you go.
You will know that there is truly equality in men's and women's sports when there is a stadium clearing brawl at a WNBA game. We will truly be free then.
Like Zoe always says, equal rights, equal fights.
Every now and then, I remember I was watching that documentary on Netflix about the Malice at the Palace, and then go
Good
watch
stuff.
like 10 more minutes of it until I get distracted.
Love those things.
What else was on the show? What else was good? That ladder match was nuts.
Yes.
The ladder match was fucking bonkers.
I
Like
don't
for the
know-
most part, I'm really over ladder matches like that, but they went crazy with that one. It was really good.
I don't know if I've ever seen where they've gotten intentionally flimsy ladders just for plunder. just to fuck them up like a trash can, essentially.
Yeah, no, it worked really well.
Yeah, no, it's a good turn. Yeah, that way you're not, it's got to be safer. As weird as that sounds.
Mary said this, and I've seen tweets to back her up, and I would have to agree. But Takeshita putting ELP through 2 tables with the Blue Thunder Bomb might be one of the greatest table breaks of all time.
Oh,
that was fucking sick. It was so good.
Exploded.
Like, they landed perfectly in the center, and then pieces scattered in every direction. It was incredible.
Yeah, that was so cool looking.
And then ELP was like, "I'm all done for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate it." Like,
Clocking
I did my
out,
part.
boys.
I did my part. I'm gonna lay here and think about how cool that's gonna look when I watch it back.
Time to hit the pay window.
Fucking Tanahashi and the Acclaimed versus the Elite. Tanahashi just looks old as shit.
Yeah, he needs to cut back a lot.
He wasn't the only president that we saw this week that needs to hang it up.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was it? It was some fucked up sentence. Who was I don't know,
Yes?
but it was some sentence like President Tanahashi and something something. I was like, man, if you heard this shit 10 years ago, you would think it was some sort of like multiverse situation. Oh,
Yeah,
it was
pretty
it
wild.
was the best bout machine, Kazuchika Okada versus President Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Sounds like some E-Fed shit.
No,
You know,
that'd
I
be,
will say,
Kanatashi.
yeah, leading into that match, Caster's rap was probably the best he's done in a while.
No, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a really good one.
Where he said bitch a bunch of times.
Yeah,
Hell
but that
yeah.
he asked. That's part of Okada's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it you posted that shirt?
Oh,
That Okada T-shirt.
Oh my
What
God,
does it
that
say on
shirt-
it?
Shut up, bitch.
shut up.
Shut
bitch.
up,
Yes.
bitches. It's so
And it's-
fucking funny.
It's very funny, but it's also cringy as shit. This
Yeah,
imagine
that's the
it's a
thing.
grown man.
I
Like-
don't know if it's like intentionally funny,
I
but
think
it's very funny.
something needs to change in the AEW merch department where someone needs to say, okay, every catchphrase does not need to be a shirt. Because imagine walking anywhere with a shirt that says, shut up, bitches. In 2024 is not going to go well. Not
I'm gonna
gonna
buy
do
that
well.
shirt from Mahoney.
Who says I don't already have it?
Here it is.
Buy me the one you saw the lady with cum all over her face.
That was custom made.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, make me the one you saw.
Yeah, that was art. What that one was. That was just pure artwork. Fucking hell.
I'm not making you a cum shirt.
Do it.
You can make your own cum shirt.
We can all make our own cum shirts.
For now.
Shut up, bitches.
Yeah, for now. Someday we'll have the right to come on our own shirts taken away from us.
You guys ever just sit and think about how much of your balls is plastic now?
No?
Mine are purely decorative at this point, Kelly. I don't give a fuck.
They might as well be plastic.
Yeah.
Well, Lee, I'm sure you and I have a lot of plastic balls with the making Gundams and sanding down nibs and shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
No. Yeah, just inhale all the microplastic straight to the nutsack.
Yeah.
I don't understand the physics of that, the biology. You inhale it and it goes into your balls. I thought the
Well,
pee was stored there.
It goes all through the body.
It just
It has to
it's
go
sediment.
past the pee, and then stays in the
Yeah,
balls
just
past
kinda-
the pee.
It gets to your balls and it's like, this place is pretty fucking cool. And then it just hangs out there.
They get down, to my balls, and they're like, "Oh, the fucking hallway's bigger now than you expect it to be." It's so roomy on the pathway. Good driveway, and the balls. Good nonsense. I greatly enjoyed the Steamboat Tony and Mina match. That was a ton of fun.
I did too.
I always think about Steamboat Tony. That's a great. It's great.
So good.
The first time they cut to Mariah May in that like pink homecoming dress, I laughed so fucking hard. She looked so funny. It was wonderful. It was great. She looked great, but it was hilarious.
The smallest, tiniest, tightest dress I think I might have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's wild. It's barely covering anything.
It was a glove in a previous life.
Yeah.
Bless him. And then Mina with her shorts with the 2 packs of hot dogs coming out of her back. That was great.
That gear kicked ass. That was very good.
Yeah, that was new gear. I'd never seen her wear that before.
Yeah, that gear kicked ass. As did the presumptive 3-way they had after the show, according to all the social media, which is kind of hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
lean the fuck into it, girls. I love it.
The funny
Lean
bit, like my favorite part was when they were like showing them leaving, and Tony was like, "Well, we've said everything there is to say," and then they pan over to show Mina, and she is just like winking like an insane person at the camera.
I made the comment as we're sitting there watching this, them all smooch at the end. And it's like, in the Attitude Era, this would have been misogynist. But now
No,
it's
so
empowering.
wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
wholesome in a weird
and
way.
empowering. They just love each other. They love fun. They have so much fun.
Yep. Yeah, it's someone. There was a very good article written about this story on Voices of Wrestling about how this is like romance in wrestling through the female gaze rather than the male gaze. And it was a very interesting take on it, and it was like, oh shit, yeah, that is what this is.
Hell
huh?
yeah. Look at us. Evolving as a fandom.
Yep.
Are we saying that a lesbian threesome is the female gaze? Because I'm not entirely sure that's true.
But there's no men involved whatsoever. Like, they're
Yeah,
not doing
but
it for
that's-
dudes. They're doing it for each other.
That's not my understanding of the female gaze.
But they're all really hot, you see.
Okay,
And
tell
very
us what
very
you understand about
sexually
the
fluid.
Mahoney, tell us what you understand about the female gaze.
Most of my female gay knowledge is Chapel Roan.
No. Not wait.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
He's just joshing you.
I'm just joshing you. You fell for it. Take that.
Fucking Bill Hamilton over here.
It's like, I don't know. I'm no expert, but my understanding is that it's, if a guy thinks it's great, like 3 hot chicks having sex with each other, it's probably not the female gaze.
Well, guess
Female
what? The
gaze is
person
more like
that
this
wrote that
person
article is a
caring
19-year-old
and,
girl.
kind. Okay, well, that
Checkmate.
makes me even less confident in their understanding.
Checkmate.
A 19-year-old girl. Great,
That-
now I know they're wrong.
That's most of the people you watch on the internet.
Yeah, that's why I'm an expert in how dumb they all are.
Fuck, that's really
19-year-old girl.
There goes all of
Mahoney,
our
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's
19-year-old
ironclad
listeners.
logic.
What'd you do next, Kelly? Teach you how to cut tomatoes?
Why would I cut tomatoes when I can throw them at you?
Squish.
You throw the cut tomatoes like Japanese throwing stars. Whipping slices. Oh, God. So stupid.
There's no squish sound effect. Discord.
Man, I enjoyed the tag match of Big Brother Samoa Joe and his little buddies Hook and Shibata against the Learning Tree and Jeff Cobb. Because Jeff Cobb is a big son of a bitch, and it was fun watching him and Samoa Joe beat on each other. And
Yeah.
I love the big dumb Learning Tree gimmick. It's so stupid and cringe, but it works for me. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm having a good time with it too.
Whenever he's like, what was the one last week where he's like, here's a veteran tip, guys. Whenever you go to the trainer's room, always steal a roll of tape. That way you don't have to buy it yourself.
It's true.
And then Brian Keith just takes an entire box.
Yeah. A bad apple. And the bit from last week where he throws up the video thinking that Minoru Suzuki is going to be his partner. And Suzuki basically just says, this learning tree shit is whack as fuck. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I want to fight you instead. Very good. Very, very good stuff.
I really enjoyed when he gave us the history of the Zamboni.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do
And
appreciate some Zamboni content.
Big Bill just walking around like tapping the concrete walls of an arena like, oh, this is really
Real nice.
structurally sound.
Every dad
I wonder
ever.
this was 6 hours long.
No, that was in the lead up, you see. It's all part of the lead
Yeah,
up.
this was
okay.
the 2 hours the night before.
Yeah.
This was information that was going to be critical to the 6 hours of wrestling.
No,
Yeah,
History
no,
of the
no.
Zamboni.
No, it's all part of a bit. It's
the
all
back
part of a
room.
bit where Chris Jericho has now become autistic.
Yeah, it's kind of excellent.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
He waves like Eugene used to wave. The mentally handicapped wrestler.
Doesn't he? Huh. Well, look at that. How about that?
How about that, Apple?
I thought Mox and Naito was very good.
I liked that, but then it fell apart at the end, I thought.
What do you mean? Like when, everyone thought Mox won?
Well, no, it just seemed like in the end they were very not on the same page.
Yeah, they kept trading finishers and then they just ran out of steam.
And there was bits where you could see them talking to each other, trying to figure out what the fuck they were actually doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mox is like, "What? You don't know English?"
Pretty much. That's kind of what it looked like. But yeah, I mean they've had good matches before. Just I thought for whatever reason they had a pretty large miscommunication here and it just fell apart.
All right, maybe you could answer this question because you're the foremost expert on Naito on the Popcast.
Oh yes.
But Mary wanted to know the eye thing where he spreads his eye open with his fingers. What is that? Is that supposed to be a monocle?
Oh, okay. So when he was in Mexico, the people in the crowd would do the eyes at him,
Oh no!
old-timey racism.
Oh.
So they would do that. So he would open his eyes back up at them.
Oh no!
Oh.
So he would do round eye at them.
That's
There
kind
you
of metal,
go.
actually. That's pretty fucking metal.
There you go, Mary. We should have all known racism.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Old-timey racism.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
Christ.
in 2020? You guys remember that year? That was a fun year.
Yeah. That's when
I
Lee
remember
created
correctly,
COVID.
Yeah, it was approximately 4.5 years, if I recall.
Remember
2020 was.
Remember during the summer when there was civil unrest, and then for the rest of the year, every week we were finding out about a new thing that is in our everyday lives that was based on racism, the master bedroom. They stopped calling it master bedroom because you know why.
That's where the master of the house stayed. Oh.
And then it just
I feel
turned
like
out
I
that
still hear
everything.
master bedroom being used though.
Yeah, but there was a
Yeah,
few month period
'Cause
where
people don't like to change.
yeah.
You tell somebody, hey, don't say master bedroom anymore, and they say, no, fuck you.
Well, what were they calling it? They were calling the primary bedroom.
Yeah.
That sounds lame. I don't
Doesn't
like
have
it.
the same ring to it.
Nah, master
doesn't.
bedroom does sound kind of dope.
It's called
It
the
just-
King Dick
I just
bedroom.
switched to, that's in our bedroom. Like, I just stopped referring to it as any special type of bedroom.
It's a what bedroom?
Ours.
Oh,
Like, if I was describing it in the house, I'd be like, in the one that I sleep in.
I thought
You know,
you
the
were.
big one.
I thought you said at the R bedroom, and I was like, what?
Yeah, the R word bedroom.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, master is offensive? How about this?
This bedroom's so R worded, you won't even believe it.
Absolutely none of the plugs work. Fucking wild. Then that main event, y'all.
I just saw footsteps coming out of a building in Fortnite through the magneto pile of fucking metal at where I expected them to walk out to, and they walked directly into it and died. And they
Love
must
it.
be so livid.
Yeah, I gotta get on that. I gotta get in there and get my Magneto action going.
Oh my
Today,
God, it's so fun.
I got my 25th Crown Victory Royale, and at that point, I realized, yeah, maybe this isn't fair.
Is it not fair, or are you just good?
Well,
Yeah.
I
Evolve
am,
or die. That's
I
just...
am good, but almost always lately, the last kill is Chungus with the grenade launcher.
Hey, that's just strategy.
Because those
Yeah, that's just good
suckers,
strategy.
I just drive in circles and he just bounces those suckers off the ground.
They could get Chungus.
And then I jump out and I emote on their asses.
They don't get
Love it.
Chungus. They don't get the grenade launcher. They die.
Yeah. It's true.
That grenade launcher is just magnificent. This is my second match of the night, and there are 2 people left, and I won the first one, so I am a person away from being 2 for 2.
You can do
This
it,
season
buddy.
is the best season ever.
Yeah, the Magneto quests make you actually get out of the car to do Magneto things. That pisses me off, but I'll make it work.
Wait,
Can't
are you
I-
actually Magneto, or is it like legally non-distinct Magneto?
Well, no,
No, you're actually Magneto.
Magneto is part of the battle pass,
Okay.
and what they've done is so that he's been unlocked, so you can now do quests to get his skin. But also they've
For
added
2.
they're basically Magneto gloves that you can pick up, and
Okay.
you can control magnetism. You can throw shit, and then you can block.
You can
You can kind of
make a
fly.
bunch of metal form in front of you like a shield so
Yeah.
that nobody can shoot you, and then you can crumple up a ball of metal and throw it. And as far as I can tell, you can throw that thing fucking across the ocean. Like, I was hitting people that barely were rendering on my screen. Like, they're gonna nerf this thing so fast. Like, you should not be able to hit somebody with no, like, there's no bullet drop. You don't have to adjust for distance, really. There's no, like, oh, because it's far away, you did less damage. I was like, oh, there's a tiny little ant, ball of metal into their face, and they die in 2 hits.
Yeah.
And you can throw 5 of them at a time before it has to recharge. So, like, you only have to hit them 2 times. You have 5 chances. It's nonsense. It's amazing.
Yeah, you're not selling that. I'm just saying that sounds awesome.
Oh my God, it's so fun.
All right. Well,
It's so fun.
let's plan a night this week sometime to hop on there and
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
ruin some
I'm
people's
down.
nights.
In that match, I just finished just one. I had the person who I killed by figuring, oh, they'll probably come walking out of this door and smash the metal into the floor right in front of it as they came out. That was very satisfying. But more satisfying than that, when we dropped. So 2 things. One, I was fucking with an Omni-Man in the lobby, the pregame lobby, and then I killed him in game. That's so satisfying.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
he was mad at me in the lobby, and then when I rolled up on him and killed him, I was like, eat shit. And then when I dropped it the place where Ares used to be, which is where Magneto is. And somebody got the Magneto gloves. I got the Magneto gloves. And then he got in a car and ran away. And there was only the one car. So I was like, oh, fuck you, buddy. And then I made my way to a car and I caught up to him. And I did a whole shitload of damage to his car. And he had to change cars. And then he got away. And I was like, oh, you dickhead. And then I found him again and I killed him. And that was amazing. I hunted him the whole game and I killed him.
That's like a reverse Disney movie.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the best kill ever. He had so many. He had like 3 gold guns, the Magneto gloves. It's like, what are you doing? How did you die? Why are you running?
You know what he didn't have, Mahoney? He didn't have heart. He didn't have the
He
heart.
didn't have the biggest dog, and the dogs were inside of him, I guess.
That's right. That's right. Fucking amazing.
Oh, I just remembered something I overheard at work that was completely insane.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
Tell us.
There was some old ladies in here in the shop looking at Funko Pops,
That's very strange.
and they
What's
were
an old
looking.
lady need a Funko Pop for?
Hey, they were buying precious moments. It's the same thing.
Ugh.
They're looking at
Holy
the
shit, it
pops.
kind of is.
Yeah. And the one of the old ladies looks at like, oh, Giannis, I have that one. Meaning, Giannis, the basketball player.
Yes. A
Little bit of-
tentacupo.
Yeah. A little bit of time passes. She goes, oh, no, wait. I was thinking about it. I have Elvis.
Oh, yeah, very easy to confuse those two.
Just the
Very,
same-
very similar.
Just really the same thing. Same
Yes.
guy,
Yeah.
Elvis,
I heard
Giannis,
that when
easy
they-
to combine.
I heard that when the Bucks drafted Giannis, they were like, "Wait, it's not Elvis," and they were disappointed.
You're not the king of rock and roll? What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
They
ended
were
up
like,
working out,
wait a
but
minute.
I do understand them being upset initially.
They need
Yeah.
to add that as a rule to all sports drafts, is that you get to draft one dead celebrity.
And if they come back to life, you get them.
Yeah.
Like, what dead celebrity would you draft, and why is it Kennedy?
You guys ever think about how the people that think Elvis is still alive are dying off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Elvis fans are going extinct.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there will always be
And
Elvis
people are only
fans.
going to know about Elvis because of Lilo and Stitch.
I was gonna
Because
say
all the
Lilo and Stitch fans.
children love Lilo and Stitch.
Is Elvis a big part of that?
Yeah, well, it's set
Big
in
part of the-
Hawaii.
Yeah, big part of the soundtrack and
Ah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, she's trying to teach him to be a good dog.
Model
by-
citizen.
Yeah, a model citizen by playing some Elvis.
You know, like Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lilo teaches Stitch how to statutory rape.
Oh my god.
It's a
Bleakly.
real weird scene.
Bleakly. Lee, you mentioned JFK. Did you see the tweet that somebody after the debate was like, "We need to get a hot president who's like 45 years old"? And they were like, "We had that. They killed him. They literally killed him."
You know, though, okay, this might be a hot take. This might be controversial and brave.
Oh, you are so
JFK
brave.
JFK was kind of weird looking. I feel like to me,
Well,
it's like
He
how
was
they talk
60s
about
hot though.
they talk
Yeah,
about
he was
uh,
60s
exactly,
handsome.
Kelly.
You know how they talk about how Ted Bundy
The
is
Beatles
like
were hot.
like an
back then,
attractive
you know what I
serial
mean?
killer? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what?
Like
You're right.
Paul McCartney was hot. What are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh, and Paul McCartney was a little cutie back then. He's a lesbian
Ringo?
ant now.
Yeah, Ringo the sex idol? I'm afraid not.
Yeah,
Afraid not, buddy.
like come on.
Ringo was for the ugly girls.
I think that's why when you get like a Marilyn, the fucking world fell apart back then because she was fucking on another level altogether, and Elvis,
Yeah.
like another level, like Elvis was another level altogether. But yeah, Kennedy was just the biggest problem they had with Kennedy before he got elected was they're like, oh my god, he's a Catholic. That was the big problem.
Imagine.
Wild, absolutely wild.
I just want to go on record to say that Kennedy's a dog. Not
Yeah, it's
cute, buddy.
That now we're getting brave, Nice. Now we're definitely getting brave. That's very good. You're just saying what the people have been thinking for years.
I don't think he was a nuggo, but I wouldn't say he's like a hottie.
I mean, he's still like
I do
top.
agree he was 60s hot.
He's
No question there in my mind.
He's hot.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that. He's still like in the top 10% of hot presidents.
2000s hot? Definitely not. Yeah, and I would say president-wise, yeah, there's a lot of ugly presidents out there.
Who's the hottest president?
I mean, honestly, it's
It might be
probably
Kennedy. Yeah, I mean, really.
Obama.
Obama, you're
I
gonna
could be
have
talking to
you're
that.
gonna have issues with a certain type of people with that one.
Okay, but we're just us four guys.
I would say Clinton maybe had it over Kennedy, maybe.
Yeah, I'd probably go Clinton over Kennedy.
I think this is a great top three. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. At that point, it's just kind of a game of inches because who you got
Yeah.
instead? Fucking Jimmy Carter.
All right, everybody, whip
Right.
your dicks out. It's a game of inches now.
Right.
Who's the hottest president?
Let's look at all the presidents and see which one gets us hardest.
Yeah.
Fucking Abraham Lincoln. That's gonna fucking
Oh no, that dude was a circus
get the
freak.
ladies riled up.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah,
like
well,
a
we got-
fucking one of the tree guys in Lord of the Rings.
We gotta jump on Twitch and do a tier list. Kids love the tier list.
Oh, okay.
We gotta rank sexiness of presidents.
Yep.
There's a tier list maker.
I continue to be annoyed at how many things we like pioneered that now are just people are like, oh yeah, I love when podcasts come on and make weird lists of shit. And it's like, do you love that? We've been doing it for 15 fucking years. It feels like.
Brother, we got 600 episodes of that for you.
Yeah.
You don't know
We
the
love-
depths to which
We
our
love
bullshit
tier
goes.
lists. Oh, like a draft? Like you just take all the things of a certain category and put them in order? You like that? You like that shit?
I found a president tier list, but it doesn't list any of their fucking names.
All right, well, that's actually even better because then we can just look at them and judge them on that.
Well, the pictures were very small, so I found from WhiteHouse.gov.
All right.
All those
we'll go
sweet
through
ass
'em.
official portraits.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just scroll and holler when you get turned on.
Martin Van Buren. That
What
dude looks like an owl.
Which
Jesus
one?
Christ.
Martin Van Buren?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
William Henry Harrison looks like a Muppet.
Why does Martin Van Buren's look like a photograph?
Like, it's a very photo accurate portrait. Like, that's some good work.
That's a photo.
Yeah, that is a picture.
That's a fucking. Did they have photos back then?
I guess.
No, they found a cosplayer.
Or was it this picture was taken well after he was president once they invented photography?
Maybe.
Maybe they.
They didn't have a picture,
Photo
so they
of
dressed
painting?
somebody up in a costume, and they were like, "You're Van Buren now."
Look at this guy. Looks like the Cowboys coach. Okay, this guy popped up.
Okay.
This guy's kind of
That guy fucks. Sure.
Yeah. Franklin
leading
Pierce,
man.
all right.
Franklin
Yeah.
Pierce.
Benny Gazert.
He looks like he could be like Tom Hiddleston's stunt double.
Yeah.
Abraham
James
Lincoln.
Buchanan looks
Jesus
like a foot.
Christ.
Abraham Lincoln looks like a goddamn Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Johnson looks like Val Kilmer now.
Oh, not Val Kilmer in the 90s.
You know what? I think Ulysses S. Grant would have Jason Kelsey vibes these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I can see
yeah.
it. He's got a suaveness to him.
Yeah, he got that smolder going.
He's
big old-
kind of like the world's most interesting man.
Big old bear.
Kind of looks like that dude.
Yeah, I don't think it matters
like that
what
lucky
Grover
shot.
Cleveland looks like. You're not getting off the block with a name like Grover
No.
Cleveland.
So this motherfucker was the 22nd and 24th president.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
He's or Trump's trying to do a Grover Cleveland.
Yeah.
Basically.
Chester A. Arthur looks like every Redditor. Teddy Roosevelt.
I feel like I've seen a guy that looks just like Woodrow Wilson in movies before. Like, I can't think of who I'm thinking of, but he looks like a dude who's been in pictures. So, but there you go.
What's dude from The Exorcist? The older. He was also in Force Awakens. The older priest.
Quite possibly that might be it. Freaking D. Roosevelt looking like a nutsack in color did not do him any favors.
Oh god!
Fucking
Look at this
nerd-ass
fucking
crewman.
dork. He looks like
But
an ugly
again,
Bill
okay,
Paxton.
but stop right there. Stop right
Immediately followed up by Lyndon Balsack Johnson.
there. Yeah, like just look, like just everything on the screen here. Kennedy does definitely stand out.
Eisenhower next to him. I mean, he's not hotter than Eisenhower. Look at those eyes.
Oh no, he's definitely
like a
hotter
rat
than this
moving
entire row.
And the whole next row.
Yeah.
Mm.
Eisenhower is canonically our first gay president.
What?
That's not true. But he looks so zesty in this picture.
He sure does.
It's like, what the fuck are you
No,
talking
our
about
first gay
canonically?
president was probably one of these first two rows.
John Adams.
Yeah, definitely. Look at fucking Van Buren. Tell me he wasn't.
James Monroe.
Well, and then there's the log cabin Republicans for Lincoln that say he was gay.
Yeah. They just had a run of fucking sweet ass beards
They
as
did.
presidents. Don't bother running
They
for
knew what they
president
needed
unless
to
you got a
do.
sweet ass beard.
Yeah.
Then we were a mustache country for a while.
What a dark time that was.
This
The
is
mustache
a
is coming back, and I'm not okay with it. Like, the mustache is a
Mustache.
weird look, guys.
Mustaches are only for dudes who are hot and want to de-hot themselves a little bit.
Or dudes who are 16 and just excited to have facial hair.
So yeah, I'm not fucking any of these guys.
No.
No.
You know,
W not looking so bad there in his
yeah,
portrait.
I hate to say it.
Not
I
bad.
hate to give it to
Yeah.
W. Bush, but he is probably in our top 5 hottest presidents.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
must. I think so. Sadly enough, yeah. And then those fucking cave trolls on the bottom. Jesus Christ!
Yikes. Fucking. Whew.
What a time!
Trump smiling is so unwholesome.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
wrong.
Because you know he only smiles when it's just the most evil shit possible.
Yeah.
He doesn't smile when a dog comes around. He smiles when he sees a dog die.
Yeah, probably.
Did you guys
Yeah,
hear
no,
that
it's
shit
not great.
about RFK? The picture that came out of him posing with a dog skeleton.
No.
A barbecue
What
dog
the hell?
skeleton. You guys vamp while I find this.
Oh, for sure. I would love to see how this happened. Because
Posing
you
with
know,
dog skeleton.
Was it his dog?
well,
that's the thing. Context is very important when you're talking about dog bones, or really any kind of remains.
Here it is. All right, Kennedy, pictured in
What
what
the
the file's
fuck?
metadata says was 2010.
What on earth?
He sent this photo to a friend recently, suggesting the friend try dog on a trip to Korea.
Oh God.
He's holding a barbecued dog and pretending to eat it. This came out today along with the fact that he sexually assaulted his babysitter.
Oh,
Now, was it they were his babysitter
No,
or they
his
were
children's
babysitting for his?
babysitter.
Okay.
Yes.
He was just a really
yeah,
sexually
he's been
aggressive
on the
8-year-old.
since he was
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Like, and then that's when he showed me his PP.
You know, I just made the connection. The dude with literal brain worms eating a barbecued dog in Korea. I wonder if one could have caused the other.
Oh,
Who's to say?
Look, I'm not over here trying to claim to be some kind of brain wormologist, Jason Eyes. Your fucking gotcha journalism. Afraid not.
Is it wild to us that the person we saw in that debate Thursday night was not the one with brain worms?
Yeah.
that is a very
What a real
interesting
depressing
turn of
experience that
events.
was, you guys. What a real depressing
Yeah,
thing.
it really was.
I can't believe any of you watched it.
You know
Nice
I'm a
is like,
sucker.
we ready for this? And I said, absolutely not.
You know I'm a
Going
fucking
to watch
sucker
it
for this
until
shit.
others were going to watch it, and then I was like, hell yeah, I want to be part of this train wreck. So
I knew it was going to be momentous one way or the other, right? and you want a front row seat to the collapse of everything.
it also felt like as I was settling in, I was like, well, this will be good because then when I hear people tell me about it, I can be like, that's not really
Yeah,
what
you'll have a
happened.
frame
But
of
then it was
reference.
worst case scenario all around where I was like, no, that's everything horrible people say about it is 100% true. That is
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literal
Yeah, some wild shit.
head in my hands, cringing
More than once.
at how bad it was.
Yeah.
See, when people try and talk to you about it, you just go, oh, wow, that's crazy. And then keep going on with your day.
Then I saw a TikTok where some historian who has correctly predicted all of the election results since Reagan was like, well, as we all know, like debate performance has like nothing to do with it. Like there's been no correlation between debate performance and the winner of an election. And I was like,
What?
then why do we do any of this?
That's not even true.
That almost can't be
According to
true.
who?
It's not.
Why?
The
Why?
fucking Nixon-Kennedy debates. That entirely
Well,
just...
Nixon is before Reagan, right?
Right.
Oh,
so
sorry, I missed that part of what you were saying.
maybe
Okay.
the
Yeah.
implication is that we've gone so far over the edge that no one's minds are getting changed by debates anymore, whereas they
Okay.
used to.
And I mean,
Well,
that's
I was like,
100%
am I
true.
fucked with my history or
No,
what's going
I
on
missed
here?
when you said Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
This
This is sad.
debate definitely has changed some things. Poll
Yeah.
numbers are dropping.
just in time for just the wheels to fall off the whole fucking thing. It's like just running a big wheel that you found on the side of the road off the side of a cliff. Just let's see, like, want to be cool when it hits the bottom. Just fucking free fall. It's a wild time to be alive.
We just better vote
Right.
real hard, you know.
You gotta vote real hard, and you gotta send $5. Every little bit helps. If we don't all pay $5, then there's no hope apparently, because that's what all the emails say.
Brother, I'll get to donating to that campaign once I pay off my student loans.
Yeah, with presidential immunity, Joe Biden could cancel all student loans right now.
Sure could.
Yep, it's just an executive order. Fine. Run it through. I don't give a shit what anybody says. What are you gonna do?
I feel like there certainly is a way that he could do it, but it's not breaking the law to be like student loans aren't a thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Well,
almost like
it,
enough.
specifically because the Supreme Court recently ruled that it would be either unconstitutional or illegal to forgive student loans.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
banks want their money back.
Sure.
Which
I'm just saying what he should
On the
do
one hand-
is be like, everyone who holds a student loan is now a criminal and you're in jail. And then let them be like, oh, fuck, I'm not going to collect any of these. And then he can be like, ah, weird, that's funny. No more student loans. They just decided to waive them all. Like, he can't. I think that if he were just like, student loans are gone, they'd be like, no, that doesn't count because you didn't break the law. But if he was like, all of the people who held student loans suddenly died in the middle of the night,
right.
I don't know why that happened, then they'd be like, hands are tied.
But don't worry, he's not going to do absolutely anything.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
This-
Hilarious.
The stories keep coming back out from Trump's presidency where in closed door meetings he was like, can't we just have this person assassinated? Can't we just bring out the troops and shoot all these protesters? And people had to be like, no.
This dude just built a wall to block himself from my magneto metal. Put a window in the middle of the wall.
I was like, yeah,
right in the middle.
Trump sure did build a wall, actually.
He put a window in the middle to try to shoot me, and I sent the metal straight through that fucking window and killed him.
Famously ineffective wall.
He said, metal,
Yep.
welcome.
Yeah.
Please
That
come into
wall
my
worked
home.
about as good for him as Trump's wall did.
Fucking wild.
So I guess the presidency is now just a 4-year-long purge time for you.
Basically. Do whatever you want. And why 4 years, Kelly? It can be as long as you want.
Yeah,
That's true.
You
Yeah,
can
you can just officially
wanna
fail
be
to
president
fucking
for?
cede power.
Yeah.
Officially. Kind of going off a little bit to Zoe, and Zoe's like, what's an official act? And I said, well, that's a real good question, isn't it? Isn't that a very, very good question? That's vague as fuck, wouldn't you think? And she's like,
Yeah.
oh my god. And I'm like, yep.
Trump's gonna get
Yeah,
a stamp
It
made.
depends. Who did the act? That's how you decide.
Mhm.
Yeah. Who did the act and how much did they look like you? That's the important thing. Fucking nonsense.
But we'll
Still
be
remember
here.
that time Kelly and John Michael and I recorded the saddest podcast in the world.
Seriously.
We've really been through it on this. Like, who would have thought when we started a podcast, 15 years ago, that we would be able to document just the fall of an empire?
Yeah, we got some real historical records vibes going on. They're gonna find
This
some
game
fucking...
show host would be the worst president in history.
I don't know. Biden's gunning for that spot.
He hasn't done anything.
Yeah, but if he loses to Trump, does that qualify him for worst?
Nah.
All right, Kelly,
Definitely
big
the
Joe
biggest
Biden
loser.
fan.
That just means that the people are dumb.
Yeah. Or the system is rigged, which it is.
Well, that too.
Real cool combination of system being rigged and the people are dumb that got us to where we are today.
Yeah, really cool that once again our fates are gonna hinge upon Pennsylvania and Georgia.
Yeah.
Cool.
The polling I saw today is that Biden's losing other battleground states that were not previously in play. So it's not going to be one state, probably.
Wild. On the bright side, I'm 3 for 3.
Yeah! Yeah, up until and when Trump turns off the national internet, we'll be here. Keep it on.
Yep. Just seeing things from a real. I guarantee you. Perspective won't get on another show. By God.
You're
Often
number
imitated,
one.
never duplicated.
Your number one political podcast.
That's right. We all know that's what you come for.
Yep.
Tell us what
Jesus
you come
Christ.
for.
That's right.
We're all
Rutherford
experiencing
B.
this.
Hayes.
We're all experiencing this together. And if you're not experiencing it, how?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Kelly didn't watch the debate, but he's still experiencing everything.
I am. And I'm going, oh, wow, that's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Man.
This is wild, dog.
That's so crazy, dude.
That's wild.
Playing with your little guys.
Hey, you make anything else? We're gonna land this fucking bird. What we doing? We
Let's
good?
call it.
Let's land
right.
it.
Well,
Fucking lame.
hang on. I need to hear about the catio.
Oh,
my
yeah!
God! Yes,
Oh,
yes, the
The
catio.
patio is magnificent. So, we bought. It felt like we had it for just so long because there was so much I had to do to it before it could be made ready. But early June, we debated for months, and then finally we were like, "Fuck it, we're doing it." We bought what's called a catio. It's this outdoor enclosure. It's got like metal screen all over it and wood.
It's like a chicken coop
And
almost.
it's almost like a chicken coop, but like a nicer, like fancier version of a chicken coop with like all these platforms.
Like a
And you line it
bougie
up with
chicken
your
coop with
window.
a cat tree in it.
You line it up with your window, and then your cats can go through the window and climb into the catio. And they could be outside in the screen area. So, like, they're outside in the fresh air, but no animals can get them. They can't just wander off. And so we bought it, but then I had to like do a bunch of modifications. Like it was a little bit shorter than my window, so I had to like pop off the wheels and build a little platform for it to sit on to get it to the right height. And then like because of the trim of the window and the trim on the catio, like it was about 3 inches too far away from the house where I was like, they could definitely fit through that little crack. And then I had to build like a tunnel for them to go through the tunnel, but I had to do all this stuff. And I finally got all that stuff done. And so we have this little insert in the window that basically makes like a cat door. So like you put it in like you would a window AC, but it's really just this panel that has a little flap in the middle that I can like lock or unlock. And then they can go outside into the catio through there, and they fucking love it. They love it so much. Phoebe's been spending so much time in there. Polly, who was the outdoor cat, is like afraid of it a little bit. He gets super nervous. And I'm like, I don't understand. You're the only one who's been outside. Like Phoebe's never even been outside.
It was
You're the
probably
one who's
like,
I
what
don't
if
know
they
about
close
this."
the door and don't let me back in?
Look, I know what a trap looks like when I see it, okay?
I think you're kind of right on. I think he's like, no, I fell for this before. Like I went out there, it was terrible, So
Yeah,
but
what if
I
if
would
you
much
like hold
prefer
the
to be
door open,
inside.
and if you hold the little flap open and give him space, like he will go out there. But then the problem is Phoebe will immediately run out there and be like, "What are we doing?" And then he gets all freaked out and he comes back inside. So they have spent probably like close to an hour outside together, but for the most part, it's just Phoebe out there chilling. And then a lot of times she'll just like get in the catio, lay directly across like the entrance, and just be like, "Oh, am I in the way? I didn't understand. Sorry," So she's a little stinker.
They really have an adversarial relationship, don't they?
Oh, they very much do. Like she's
But
very.
I don't
much
think Phoebe
the
knows that they
annoying
do.
little sister. No, absolutely not. She's like, "Isn't this great?" And he's like, "You motherfucker." Like he today was laying in the sun on this little padded bench we have for them, and he's just minding his own business. And then over she comes, and she climbs up next to him, and he kind of like lifts his head a little bit, and he's looking at her. And then she starts out sleeping like a cat, where she's curled in a ball, but then she stretches out into like a human, and she sleeps like in a straight line. And so
Some real
she sits
psycho
down
shit.
next to him, she curls up in the ball, promptly falls asleep, and starts stretching out. And then Polly's just sitting on the bench, losing ground, everything's getting smaller and smaller for him, and he's like, "Are you seeing this shit? Like, what are we doing here?" Until he finally got up and just laid on the floor, and then she woke up and was like, "Oh, is Polly not laying here? I don't want to. She's not here." And then just left. They're wild.
Like,
But
it's
they're
the most
wonderful.
ridiculous white shit I've ever seen a catio, and it's really stupid. But it's also kind of neat.
No,
Like, I get it. You know?
no, it's so nice. I'll go out in the mornings and sit on the catio with them. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you were grilling and they were just front row seats to you grilling out on the patio.
They sure were. I was trying to grill chicken. Polly wanted to eat the raw chicken so bad. I had to take him off the counter like 6 times, and then finally I was just like, you know what, dude? You want some chicken? Fine. And I grilled him some chicken, and he loves it. He has been scarfing that down all week. I was like,
Just
great.
precious.
Now I'm a homemade cat food guy.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have enough shit to do, Mahoney.
I
We've
was like,
taken
this is easy in the summer when I can just throw on another whatever I'm making. But in the winter, I'm going to be like, what do you want me to make you exactly?
You look at you, be like, you fucking figure it out.
Go outside,
Yeah.
bake it.
Grill me a cheese.
That was exactly what I was thinking of when he was looking at me with the chicken. He was like, grill me a fucking cheese. What are you doing?
I'm glad they're enjoying it. Sounds like everybody's enjoying it.
It's
Sounds like
been
it's
very
fun for the
nice.
whole fucking family.
Oh, yeah. It's been a good time. Highly recommend. If you have considered getting a catio and you've been like, I don't know if they'll like it, or I don't know, it might be hard. It was certainly not the easiest thing I've ever built. And I did have to do the modifications that I had to do, but it's not like they were like advanced modifications. I literally built 2 squares out of wood, like to raise it up. I just bought, I think I needed to go up 7.5 inches, which is exactly the height of a 2x8. So I just made a 4x4, 2x8 square, sat it on top of that and screwed it in through the bottom trim. And then for the tunnel, I got like a piece of like, I think like a 1x6, and just cut that into the length I needed and made a rectangle and screwed it on through the front. So it's not like it was like difficult. I've built, much harder things than that, but it was not
Have
a IKEA shelf. You can't just sit down with the instructions and screw it together and be like, here we go.
on that
So
on that same topic, I had to put together a big ass planter that Mary got for her birthday from my parents, and I will gladly admit there were a couple times where I put pieces on backwards or upside down, but you know what I did? Took
fixed
those
it.
pieces off and put them back on right. I didn't just
Yep.
you didn't just give up.
I didn't just give up and take a picture and say this is great.
Just push
Put it on
forward.
the internet.
Moving on.
I had to do that with the catio. I put in the one of the platforms has like a little house on it, and I put the platform in, and then like 5 steps later, I found out that it was very important which direction I put that platform in.
Yep.
And I had to take it back apart and turn it around.
Yep.
And it was,
Pretty much the same thing happened.
You mean
stupid pre-drilled holes.
you didn't just leave it there and say good enough and just put unfinished edges out for the world to see?
I will admit, mine wasn't an unfinished edge situation. Mine was like, I don't have a hole to screw through.
Exactly.
Like, to
Yeah.
fit this. And I was kind of like, fuck it, I'll just drill right through this. And then I was like, just unscrew it and do it the right way.
Because then you're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna split it or something,
Right.
and now you have a half-built catio in your family room.
hmm
Every time wife and kids walk by, if they just give you the look like, oh, remember the catio, Dad? Should just taken it back apart. You fucking
I would
fool.
never. I would,
No,
that thing would
absolutely
be on
not.
Facebook Marketplace in an hour. I'd be like, somebody come get this busted ass catio.
What if the cats think that the house is a catio for humans?
They probably do.
You could just write the script for The Secret Life of Pets 3.
Yeah.
Great. We got all these spec scripts. There's the lady whose life got ruined because her husband was cheating on the airplane. We got human catio.
Fucking Hawk to a victory tour.
Mm-hmm.
To a victory tour.
Fucking love it. Fantastic. All right, let's land this bitch.
It's,
Next week.
There was a tweet
Oh,
today
shit.
about how
please.
some dude was like, Hawk Tua is not the kind of spitting on your dick you want them to do. And I was like, okay, sir, keep that in your mind. Don't share that with the public.
Yeah. Hawk Tua is Hawk and a loogie. You don't
Right.
need that, but
But you
Come
know
on.
what she's saying.
Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to get into that level of specifics here,
there was
Val.
another tweet I saw that
Don't
was,
be an asshole.
you don't have to Hawk Tua on it if you just gag on it.
Oh my god.
That's real cool.
Show of hands.
Next week,
You
will
guys
be
into-
episode 666.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're addressing our
It's
enemies.
finally time.
Finally time.
Hopefully we can get everybody together next week because
Yeah.
we're going to have to put off this episode until we can get all of us on to address
Yes,
all of our
absolutely.
enemies.
100%.
And you know what?
It's fine.
It's been a while since we put this out there to the population, to the listeners. You got an enemy you want to address? Let us know. We'll
Yep.
address them for you.
That's right. We'll fucking put them on blast for you. I love it.
Oh,
Community.
no,
community.
it has-
I love it.
It has been a while, so you had your time to make amends. So if you're like, oh, why'd they say I suck? You had your chance.
So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do something else. Because you're right. We got to put that off until everybody's back. So maybe we'll watch
Yeah.
this fucking wild ass movie. Who knows? Wherever
Well,
the wind may take us. We could be playing
You know,
Fortnite,
we might
whatever,
have
but
all
you're
5
fucking-
of us, too.
What's up?
We might have all 5 of us, so.
We might. Exactly. So
We never know. We don't know where Jose is.
yeah, fucking keep your ear to the ground on that one, kids. But
We know he's in
regardless,
my
keep an
neck
eye
of
out
the
on the Ye Olde Discord, on the Twitters, all that good shit, and keep it up to date if we think about it. We won't if we don't. In the meantime, we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Nyes, Kelly Harris, and a good buddy Mahoney. I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something!
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.